believe it or not, Drake and Josh did a self-parody episode. And they not only did it correctly, but they created probably the best version of this particular episode. Yes, I literally, absolutely kid you not. This episode is amazing. This episode is fantastic, and this episode is so ridiculously funny that I'm not going to do it justice no matter what words come out of my speaking hole. But I'm going to try anyway, because this episode is amazing, and we gotta talk about every single one of them. So, yep. Not to mention, we're on the second to last episode of the entire season, so we can't just skip over it, now can we? No. We only have 2 more episode reviews to go, both of which you're getting tonight, because yesterday ended up being something else. So, because of that, you're gonna get the final 2 episode reviews tonight, and then tomorrow, we finish off the first ever Drake and Josh-uary with the TV movie Go Hollywood. So, but one step at a time, let's talk about this episode first, shall we? What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, your number one subject for anything animation, including TV and movies and brothers that fight and bickers, you know what, as well as so-and-so. I am Jackson Small. Welcome back to Drake and Josh-uary. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 13 of Drake and Josh, titled Drew and Jerry. It's an episode where Drake gets a new friend named Jerry, who is exactly like Josh, with maybe only 1 or 2 differences. And at first, Josh thinks that he's getting replaced, so he ends up finding his own friend named Drew, who is pretty much exactly like Drake, except he plays the saxophone instead of the guitar. Yeah, this is literally them self-parodying themselves, and while some shows completely and utterly fail at this, this show succeeded at it, because this is one of the funniest, if not the funniest, self-parody episode of any show I've ever seen. Seeing Drew and Jerry's interactions with Drake and Josh is hilarious. Non-stop hilarious. I am always laughing at every single line. Because the people that got to play Drew and Jerry are pretty good actors and have just as much comedic chops as Drake and Josh. So, yep, and then the whole ending where Drew and Jerry start dancing and playing sax and doing a bunch of other wild, crazy stuff. That's when a TV exec comes in, decides to give them their own show. And once again, it is a direct parody of the show itself within the show itself. It shouldn't be this clever and it shouldn't be this funny, but that's what this show is at its best, man. When it's at its best, it is amazing. So, here's my short, sweet, to the point written review for this one, because it's pretty self-explanatory. A perfect example of how to effectively do a funny and self-aware self-parody. This is definitely right up there with the most memorable episodes of the entire show. Drew and Jerry are great. All their interactions with both Drake and Josh are gold. The jokes are outrageously funny. Like, it's a game pod. It's podular. Podular! I repeat things for emphasis. Emphasis? That's just a taste, man. The episode's even funnier than that. The writing is so very clever and sharp. The pacing is fantastic. The ending is a hilarious parody of the show itself. And the rewatchability is very high. Endlessly high, I think I should say, because I've rewatched this one almost as much as I've rewatched Pole Shark. It's yet another classic episode in a season that's been full of them. A must-watch. If you are someone who's watching through Jake and Josh for the first time, do not skip this episode. It is one of, if not the funniest in the show, and a top 3, if not top 1 episode. So, yeah, I literally got nothing else to say. So, final verdict for Drew and Jerry is a high and well-deserved and first ever for the show, believe it or not, 11 out of 10. Yes, an 11. I do think it's that funny, I do think it's that strong, and I do think that it is that rewatchable. It is an incredible episode. It's a masterpiece episode that I have zero gripes with. The whole thing, from start to finish, one of the funniest episodes ever put on television. Well, only one episode left. See you guys next time for Honor Council.
Listen, I will soon forget. So listen and you won't regret. Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance, and you won't end up like the fool who ripped his pants.